You think you're lazy? Then I've got bad news for you. Laziness isn't a personality, it's a prediction. Every morning, before you're even awake, your brain runs the numbers. Cold floor, long day, that thing you swore you'd finally start. And it's already made the decision for you. But here's the part nobody tells you. That prediction was written by your own past. And predictions can be rewritten. For a century, psychology sold us one story. Discipline is willpower, a muscle. Either you train it or you lose it. In 2012, Wilhelm Hoffman and Roy Baumeister decided to test that story. They interrupted people all day and asked two questions. What are you craving and what are you resisting? If willpower were the answer, the most disciplined people would be fighting the hardest. They found the exact opposite. People with the most self-control felt weaker cravings and less inner conflict. They weren't winning the fight, they were never in it. So, what were they doing differently? To get it, you need one strange idea from 1992. Psychologist Robert Eisenberger called it learned industriousness. His discovery: effort is not a decision, it's a sensation. It has a texture, the heaviness in your chest, the pull toward the exit, and the sensation can be conditioned. Trained exactly like a taste. When effort is repeatedly followed by reward, effort itself starts to feel good. The heaviness stops registering as pain. It starts registering as a signal that something good is coming, and the conditioning spreads. Train it in one area, it leaks into everything. Some people got trained into liking effort by accident. You didn't. That's the entire difference. Now for the mechanism. And it's weirder than any productivity guru will tell you. In the 1990s, neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz recorded dopamine neurons while animals learned to expect rewards. At first, the neurons fired when the reward arrived, obvious. But as the animal learned that a light predicted the reward, the dopamine moved. It stopped firing at the reward. It started firing at the light. The signal walks backward in time and attaches itself to whatever predicts the prize. Now the ugly question: what does picking up your phone reliably predict? Relief, every time. And what does opening your notebook predict? Strain, self-criticism, falling behind. Your brain isn't lazy, it's accurate. So where did that prediction get written? Think back to how you were actually rewarded growing up, not what you were told. What actually produced warmth and attention? The A on the report card, the trophy, the finished project. Nobody threw a party for the 3 weeks of ugly, boring work that produced it. So your nervous system learned a reasonable lesson. Effort is the toll you pay at the gate. And then you made it worse. Every forced, joyless session, the workout you dragged yourself to, the hours you white-knuckle, ended the same way, with self-criticism. That was conditioning, just backwards. Each session taught your brain that effort predicts feeling terrible about yourself. The harder you force, the deeper you carve the aversion. So the fix can't be more force. More force is more reps of the wrong thing. You're not building willpower, you're rebuilding an association. 4 ways. 1. Pay the effort, not the outcome. The moment you finish a session, before you judge anything, mark it. Tick the box, say it out loud. I showed up. Results are slow and unreliable. The act is always yours. 2. Move the reward to the doorway. In 2014, Catherine Milkman gave people gripping audiobooks they could only hear at the gym. Gym visits jumped by half. Put something good at the entrance of the hard thing. A coffee only for the desk. A podcast only for the workout. 3. Shrink the entry until refusing is absurd. Your brain doesn't resist work. It resists the size of the work. Write the chapter triggers the flinch. Open the document and write one sentence doesn't. 4. Never end on failure. The last 30 seconds are what your brain files. End on something small you can complete. One clean sentence, one easy set, then stop on purpose while it still feels good. Because tomorrow, your brain will consult its records, and you're the one writing the records. Do this long enough and something strange happens. The work doesn't become easy. Hard stays hard. What disappears is the argument, the morning negotiation, the courtroom in your head. Effort stops stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling like a texture you recognize, like yours. A century ago, William James said the whole point of education is to make your nervous system your ally, not your enemy. You were never lazy. You were taught a lesson by a world that only applauded the finish line. And lessons can be unlearned. So which of the four is your missing piece? Tell me in the comments. I read them all. And if this made something click, subscribe. We pull apart the hidden machinery of the mind every week.